Hey guys, welcome back to yet another Halloween tutorial. This one is a little bit on the creepy side, and I am going to warn you beforehand, this is not a great tutorial. When I was doing this look, I was not paying attention at all to if I was in focus or in frame. I was just like super into doing the makeup and not paying attention to anything, so I apologize in advance. There are a couple steps missing, a couple steps that are a little bit hard to see, but I mean, you still get the gist of what I'm doing, so hopefully it's not too bad. But anyways, I wanted to do a bald cap for this look. I wanted to go for a really creepy demon child type thing. So I wanted to be bald for this and not have any hair, and I didn't want to shave my head again. So that's what bald caps are for. This is a latex bald cap from Wuchi FX. I just got it from a local Halloween store, and I just cut it to around my ears to fit and around the back as well, and then I am adhering it with some spirit gum. And spirit gum, it's important to tap it to get it to be tacky. So you want to just tap it out with your finger first, and then just press the bald cap right on top of it. So I'm just going around the perimeter of the bald cap with the spirit gum. And just make sure to not get your hair stuck in this stuff, because it's not the most fun to get off. And the best way to remove spirit gum is with any oil-based remover or isopropyl myricate, if you do have that kicking around at home. And I just cut off a big chunk of the bald cap from the back because I didn't actually need that. Since I don't have that much hair I need to hide. And obviously when you're doing a bald cap like for film, you're going to want to make sure that it's perfect all the way around, but for me, I knew I was just going to take photos from the front, and the back didn't really have to look that great. Plus, it's really hard to put on a bald cap by yourself and have it look good in the back, because you can't see what you're doing, obviously. So mine is kind of wrinkled at the back and not that great, but that doesn't matter. And then I'm just sealing around the edge of the bald cap with some liquid latex. It's ideal to use a sponge, but for some reason, I'm using my fingers, so whatever. And then just wait for that to dry. You can use a little blow dryer if you're in a hurry. And then next you're going to want a powder, which I obviously forgot this step. I started applying my cream first, but you're going to want a powder over top of the latex first before you do anything else. And then I'm going to cover my entire head and face with white cream paint. This is a product from Makeup Forever. It's just called Cream White, I believe. They just came out with it. And it's a super opaque, white, creamy base. I've been using it for like almost all of my Halloween looks this year, and it's so good. So I'm just covering the whole bald cap and then my whole entire face, just making a opaque and smooth layer of this paint. And then don't forget to set this stuff with powder. Since it is a cream, it can tend to crease and slide around, so just take a translucent powder and go right over top. And going into the eyes, take any reddish burgundy shadow and just apply that in the inner and outer part of the eye. We're going to kind of be doing like a halo eye shape, and then leaving the center open. And then just go ahead with your blending brush and really just buff that out. And obviously this look is supposed to be super dramatic and creepy, so you can just go as dramatic as you want with the eyes. And then I'm also taking that under the eyes as well. And then I did apply a little bit of a highlighter here. I think this is Snow Rose from NYX, one of their duochromatic highlighters. Just popping that on all the high points of the face. And then go in with an even deeper red to just kind of add some more depth to the eye. I believe here I'm using the Lime Crime Venus palette for this look, because it had the perfect tones that I needed. And then I'm just applying some blush just to the apples of the cheeks. And then for lips, I don't know why I went in with something super bright here at first, which did not go with the look at all. It was not the color I was expecting it to be, but I have that down as a base, and then I'm just taking some dark red eyeshadow and I'm going around the outside of the lips just to darken them up, because this color was not what I wanted for this look at all. And then I'm kind of just smudging it around the lip line just to make it look really messy and kind of grunge it up a little bit. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about when I said that parts of these videos are out of focus, so sorry about that, guys. And then I'm just taking some red eyeshadow and popping that on the middle of the lip. And then taking a darker brown eyeshadow and I'm deepening up the edges of the lip even more. And I really overlined my lips in this look. I really went for it. And then I'm just taking some red water activated paint. I'm doing a little bit of blood dripping from the nostril. And then I took some more paint and I created these little lines coming from the corners of the mouth. I thought it really gave it a really creepy appearance. And then I'm beginning to add some red dripping down from the mouth. And then the last touch for the lips is just adding a couple white highlights just to give it a kind of like glossy looking appearance. And next here I am applying some spirit gum where I want to glue these horns on. I just sculpted these horns with some Sculpey clay and then you bake it in the oven and it hardens. And then like I said, I applied it with spirit gum. I did have to hold it kind of for a couple minutes to get it to stick well enough, but it does hold it on pretty well. And I'm sorry guys, I didn't get the horn painting part on camera, but I just went in and painted it with some red and black water activated body paint. And don't be like me, paint them before you stick them on. I don't know why the heck I waited till after they were glued on. That's just gonna make your life a lot more difficult. And then I'm just adding some bloody looking drips coming down the neck with some more water activated paints. These are just from Mayron. And then I wanted to really make it look more bloody and messy, so I'm just taking my fingers and I mix some red and black paint together and I'm just kind of stippling that on around the neck and shoulder area. And then I'm also going to do the exact same thing just around the head. And you could totally do this look without using the ball cap. I just thought that kind of brought it to the next level of creepiness. Oh, and I have eyebrows on now. Apparently I missed that step too. But the eyebrows that I did for this look are basically the exact same eyebrows I did for my fawn look, which I will have linked below if you guys want to see how I did that. And then I took some blood. This is just some fake blood from Ben 9, and I just applied that to the red paint drips that we had going on just to give it that bloody texture. And then I also lined my eyes with the red and black paint mixed together. And then I'm just going and adding some white little highlights to the drips just to give it that glistening look. And then I'm adding some black eyeshadow around the horns just to deepen them up. And then there are a couple steps. This isn't even the completed look, you guys. I'm so sorry. But if you want to see the completed look, I do have it up on my Instagram. There are a couple things missing here, like my lashes. Some clips did get deleted from my camera, which sucks. But this is basically the finished look. Anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!